Hi, Lisa Sacchetti with the Renaissance Network, and I'm excited to talk to our partner Edustaff and Chad, the Executive Sales Director. Thanks for taking the time, Chad.
Good morning, Lisa. Thanks for giving me the opportunity.
Do you mind just quick introductory words about yourself and your organization?
Yeah, certainly. So, as you mentioned, I'm the sales director for Edustaff, and Edustaff works as the name would suggest, in the staffing industry for K-12 schools, but we're very much a niche within the staffing industry where we are considered a substitute staffing provider. So we work with just about 600 school districts nationwide, and we manage the entire substitute teacher program from recruiting and training. Ultimately, we hire them as our employees, manage them, and really provide a huge benefit to school district HR departments who are really busy and appreciate the service we provide.
Excellent. And you chose to work with us, with the Renaissance Network, to build out your team. Can you tell us what made you choose to work with the Renaissance Network?
Yeah, certainly. So part of EduStaff's initiative to grow has been to build a sales team. And we were looking to build that team in a short period of time. And historically, EduStaff has posted positions online and just more or less hoped that the right candidates found it. And Renaissance Network came recommended by another colleague in the industry as an option. And I had never worked with a recruiting firm, honestly, prior, so I wasn't sure what to expect. So we started off with just one position to work with the Renaissance Network to just see how it went. And I worked with Colin Gillespie and the team and was immediately just impressed by the level of detail and the sourcing that you do to find the right candidates, both I believe the terms are passive candidates,
Yeah, yes.
candidates that are working, but not necessarily actively looking for a job. And it really, I feel, opened the door to a whole different group of employees. And then the other piece that was really impressive working with Colin and the talent acquisition specialist was the attention they paid to the unique culture that we have. Because clearly we want high performing sales reps, but we also need people that fit the culture. And it was really impressive from the first hire, which was way back in February, like 7 months ago.
Excellent. Now, any surprises, anything that you wouldn't have expected that you experienced along the way?
One thing that surprised me was we met on a weekly cadence with Colin and his team, and they would show me the sourcing, the number of candidates whom they've contacted, and essentially illustrated that in a funnel. And it was really surprising that the top of that funnel had hundreds of candidates who were screened. And that again just reinforced why we use a recruiting firm, because we do not have the ability to do that on that scale. So
Yeah.
I was shocked when he showed how many in a short period of time, how many candidates they had contacted, and then the process they went through vetting those candidates to get down to the few that they presented to us. So that was really impressive. It's a lot of work.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, it is a lot of work, and you have to go through a ton of people to find the right one.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I know we've been excited to build out your team for you. So that's a good thing. Anything else that we should know or other people should know about working with TRN?
Well, it became a partnership very early on. And for me, this is the team that I'm responsible for. So it was important to me to be able to be open and transparent with the team on candidates that we interviewed, candidates that we wanted to move through the process, and maybe the opposite. So it was nice to be able to have candid conversations and be heard, but also clearly the Renaissance Network as a professionals provided feedback, which we were receptive to as well. So it was just really, it felt like we were on the same team working toward a common goal, which again, without anything to compare it to, I was really just pleasantly surprised based on maybe some things that I thought the way this worked. So the weekly meetings were super helpful, and so much so that, and you mentioned, I believe earlier on, that you're working with us now to hire a senior level marketing person.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not involved in that process, but I recommended Renaissance Network right away and said, hey, we need to work with them to find the right person. So clearly that speaks volumes about the way I felt with our experience.
Well, Chad, I really appreciate your kind words and offering to do this. So thank you so much for being a partner of ours.
I'm happy to do it. Thank you, Lisa.